Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Tuesday Israel mistakenly killed 7 people working for the aid charity World Central Kitchen in a Gaza airstrike. And the US and other allies called for explanations amid widespread condemnation. Israel's military voiced sincere sorrow over the incident, which ratcheted up international pressure for steps to ease the disastrous humanitarian situation in Gaza nearly 6 months into Israel's siege. An invasion of the Palestinian enclave. The strike on the World Central Kitchen convoy killed citizens of Australia, Britain, and Poland as well as Palestinians and a dual citizen of the United States and Canada. WCK, which was founded by celebrity chef Jose Andres, said its staff were traveling in 2 armored cars emblazoned with the charity's logo and another vehicle, and had coordinated their movements with the Israeli military. Unfortunately, in the past day there was a tragic event in which our forces unintentionally harmed non-combatants in the Gaza Strip, Netanyahu said in a video statement. This happens in war. We are conducting a thorough inquiry and are in contact with the governments. We will do everything to prevent a recurrence. The Israeli military pledged an investigation by an independent, professional and expert body. At least 196 humanitarian workers have been killed in Gaza since October, according to the United Nations, and Hamas has previously accused Israel of targeting aid distribution sites. In a call on Tuesday, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak told Netanyahu that Britain was appalled by the deaths, which included 3 Britons, and demanded a thorough and transparent independent investigation, Sunak's office said. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said he expressed anger and concern to Netanyahu in a separate call. The United States, Israel's closest ally, said that there was no evidence Israel deliberately targeted the aid workers but that it was outraged by their deaths. And Israel had an obligation to ensure aid workers in Gaza were not harmed. US President Joe Biden called WCK founder Andres to express condolences. Washington will press Israel to do more to protect aid workers, the White House said. These people are heroes, they run into the fire, not away from it, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said of the 7 aid workers, speaking to reporters in Paris. We shouldn't have a situation where people who are simply trying to help their fellow human beings are themselves at grave risk. The United Nations, which has warned of a looming famine in Gaza, again called for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire, spokesperson Stefan Dujarric said. Israel has long denied accusations that it is hindering the distribution of urgently needed food aid in Gaza, which it has besieged in a war since October, saying the problem is caused by international aid groups' inability to get it to those in need. The aid convoy was hit as it was leaving its Deir al-Balah warehouse after unloading more than 100 tons of food aid brought to Gaza by sea, WCK said. This is not only an attack against WCK, this is an attack on humanitarian organizations showing up in the most dire of situations where food is being used as a weapon of war, said Aaron Gore, chief executive of World Central Kitchen. This is unforgivable. The US-based charity said it would pause its work in Gaza, and the United Arab Emirates, which has financed the seaborne food deliveries to Gaza that WCK distributed, said it was putting the shipments on hold pending safety guarantees from Israel and a full investigation. ANRA, a US-based aid group that works in part with WCK, said on Tuesday it too was pausing operations in Gaza because of safety concerns.